It took just one day for TRAC to jump 75% in value. A single announcement from South Korea's largest exchange, Upbit, was all it took to send the price climbing. But beyond the sudden green candles on a price chart, what is actually happening here? Why are global organizations like Walmart and the Swiss Federal Railways already using this specific network? This jump in price reflects a growing interest in how we verify information. As our digital world becomes more crowded, companies are looking for ways to ensure the data they use is actually accurate, and TRAC provides a framework to do exactly that. To understand the solution, we have to look at a major problem with modern artificial intelligence: hallucinations. This is when an AI confidently presents a complete lie as if it were a solid fact, simply because it doesn't have the right data to answer a question. OriginTrail was built to fix this by acting as a truth layer. It creates a structured path for information to follow, making sure data is checked for accuracy before an AI is ever allowed to use it. You can think of it like a giant digital filing cabinet. Every piece of information is fact-checked and then securely locked into a folder. When an AI needs to answer a question, it pulls from these verified folders rather than guessing. The TRAC token is what makes the system function. When a company wants to organize their data or search through these verified records, they use the token to power those operations and keep the network running. Since an AI is only as reliable as the information it consumes, the focus for many developers is shifting toward these methods of verification to make sure the technology can be used safely in professional settings. This isn't just a theoretical project. OriginTrail focuses on real-world assets, meaning it connects digital records to physical objects that move through the real world every day. This is why we see names like Walmart and the British Standards Institution using it. They need a way to track physical goods and verify their origins without relying on spreadsheets that can be easily changed or lost. As a package moves through a supply chain, its location and status are updated on the network. At every stop, the data is locked in. This removes the guesswork for a company trying to manage thousands of shipments at once. Seeing these large-scale organizations actually running their data through the network suggests that the project has moved past the promise phase and into actual daily use. The economics of the TRAC token are straightforward. There is a hard limit of 500 million tokens that will ever exist. No new tokens can be created or printed later on. What makes this unique is that nearly all of those 500 million tokens are already in circulation. In many crypto projects, the creators hold back a large amount of coins to release later, which can lower the value of the coins you already hold. Because TRAC's supply is almost entirely out in the world, that risk of your holdings being devalued by new supply is essentially gone. Following today's price movement, the total market value of all TRAC tokens combined is currently around $300 million. By having a finished supply story, the project removes one of the biggest what-ifs for investors, as there are no hidden stashes of tokens waiting to hit the market. To put today's movement in perspective, the token started the morning at 33 cents. After the news of the new exchange listing broke, it climbed to nearly 60 cents in a matter of hours. However, if we look back at the long-term chart, we see a different story. Back in late 2021, TRAC reached an all-time high of $3.50. While current momentum is strong, the token is a long way from its previous peak. It shows that even with a significant surge, the road to reclaiming past highs is often a long one. To wrap this up, the project's strengths lie in its real-world use by major companies and its fixed token supply, which prevents future inflation. On the other hand, the price is still down significantly from its peak, and it often deals with thin liquidity. Thin liquidity means the token isn't always traded in huge volumes. Because of this, even a small number of trades can cause the price to swing sharply up or down, making it more volatile than larger assets. If you're looking to find TRAC, it's currently available on exchanges like Coinbase and Kraken, or through decentralized trading platforms like Uniswap. As the world looks for ways to make AI more reliable, the tools to verify data are being put into place. TRAC is already part of that foundation. Subscribe to stay updated on these developments. And as always, please do your own research before making any financial decisions.